We'll see what they have. Final game of the day. These guys have been chomping at the bit here for the LCS. Don't forget to stay for the Challenger Series matchups. It'll be quite crazy games as we get tighter and tighter towards the end of the seasons here. And 2.4K to start off. Everybody's even. Go figure. As we make our way onto the map. Still got some Aframu pulling out the mana pop for himself. Maybe a little bit more harass on that bottom lane, or the attempt to get a fight going. Oh, baby, we got a level 1 party. Aframu gets hit up. He gets the heal, but he's the first one to go down. Bubadub coming up with first blood, and it's going to be some ball movement for extra vision. You can see if Bubadub has any more for himself. Looks like that was the flay damage there. I don't see if we're going to get any hooks.
Big counter-strike there from Westrice. Coming up big. Now, usually we'll be like, oh no, first blood went to the support. However, he's also started with that Ruby Crystal, so he's looking for an early Sightstone. Super, super early start to the...
Oh no, he has Hook.
Yeah, Hook comes in. They also ignited. We'll take a look at the summoners spent on that first blood as well. Just the ignite and the heal burn for complexity.
Very nice.
In exchange for the ignite and heal of CLG.
And that's huge. Pink Ward to start off in the bottom lane. Assist across the board. Team kind of penta to start it off.
Yeah,
Very
well,
nice.
the early kill, if the assist is split 4 ways, it's pretty small change for everybody else. But the Pink Ward's huge.
Oh, no. Oh,
can he get another one?
Bad news bears. There's the stun. Oh, he flashes the hook. Double lift with the fast fingers. Keeps himself alive. And really from just bad things happening.
You know, that is a great trade for complexity.
Oh, yeah.
Another big win for them. Oh, they're just going to face check this one.
Not much you're going to get out of that.
Now, it's a big win for them because Westrice is going to spend a lot of this time probably double jungling. Wow, they back off of it here. They don't have vision. There's a collapse. Another 5-on-5.
A flash
Another
again.
flash blown.
Wow.
Is the red buff gone? Oh, it's still under contest.
Bubadub. These hooks aren't hitting, but they're blowing everything. Dexter gets it back. See if he actually has time to clear this as well. He really won't be that bad off on this. And it looks like Complexity wastes a bit of their own time after getting a kill. They do have Pink Wards to start out with, though, so the map control should be in their favor here. To begin the match, Westrice teleports to top lane. Seraph does the same, and we are finally underway after that level 1 back and forth.
Great presence of mind there from Dexter to recognize the smite coming in from Kez. He did not blow it early at all. Waited for the exact number. Kez just rushed it down a little bit. Miscalculation there. And Dexter comes away with his own red. So he's going to be very happy with that. And Complexity's early start comes to a halt here.
Seems like we got a little clockwork wind-up auto attackage going in here from Prolly onto Link with some ball movement to add extra damage. So even with that flash, or with that flash down, I should say, and the heal up. Uh-oh, Aframu, 1 Link there, could be going down a second time. The 2 shots aren't enough from Robert X. Lee, and double lift. Putting up the dukes here as he stands toe-to-toe with 2 of them in the bot lane.
Thing is, though, Aframu also has a Targon, so he can help heal up.
Right.
If he can get to the minion line. He really wants that cannon minion. He's probably going to have to use a Q for it. Ooh, and then just give it over to double lift. But yeah, so he has the Targon charges he can also rely on to heal back up if he gets focused down like that. Whereas Bubadub, going early Sightstone, is just going to have to rely on his biscuits.
That's a hook there we're looking for. Gets the piercing light. Robert X. Lee tries to deny vision. Great shield coming in, but he puts himself in the brush. He is going to be going down. Double lift may be able to get the kill on Bubadub too. He's going to be taking shots. Does he have the slow? There's one. He's going to get locked up. They blow the flash. It cannot get Dexter there in time. He will be there. They hook him in. A great kill for Bubadub. The poison won't be enough. What a play from him.
Wow, Bubadub salvaging a kill out of that for them. Really, really big pickup. He wasn't able to get another assist down for Robert because it took too long. But however, they were able to salvage something. Let's see what Kez can do seeing Dexter. You know, anytime you get information on the enemy jungler in lane early in the game, especially, need to make them pay for it. This is the problem with focusing Aframu. They just do everything early, and then he saves his shield to the last second. Stun goes off, so they catch him in the end of the brush there, and even though he's got heal, double lift can finish him off. Here's the problem, though. A little bit too far there from Dexter. Great flash from Bubadub, by the way, to get out of that. That would have been another stun on him. Hook lands at barely the right time. It came out just in time and drags him
one hook
right barely into turret range. Just so close. to going fully in CLG's favor, but Bubba Dub pulls it back.
Great plays from Prolly, really putting on the dissonance auto attack damage in mid lane. Link known to be a very high velocity roamer, but it looks like he's being stuck to the mid lane right now. Whenever he plays Ziggs, you'll see him do the level 5 roam on Ziggs, where everybody thinks he's backing. Link knows he's just trying to get more kills. Not this time, though. Complexity with the 500 gold lead, they usually do pretty well when they get off to a good start.
All that gold has been really funneled into Bubba Dub, though.
That's true.
He got the second kill there by himself. So it's really going to be all on Complexity's vision game coming from that bottom lane. Can Bubba Dub make use of this early gold that he's gotten? Early Sightstone, and he's picked up a second pink ward if that one in the bush does go down. How well can he actually control the vision, though? Because he is actually pinned down to the bottom lane for this early game. He can't really leave Robert alone to go roam too much early with the threat of that buy. So we'll see how deep he can get. Kez is going to pick up the slack in the meantime until they can buy Bubba Dub a pass out of the bottom lane and let him roam.
It's a good back and forth. Seraph trying to get the damage onto Westrice before Westrice just becomes a beast. There's nothing Seraph can do. A few more shots back. You were just saying those wards in the bottom lane. Luckily for Bubba Dub, that first pink ward wasn't cleared, so they have some good control still, even getting pushed out of the lane. They can stay safe here. Now back in the position they want with an even higher pink ward as well. They're safe from pretty much everything in the bottom lane. 46-38. We've seen what happens when Robert Exley can get a bit of a lead. He is only an assist now to the kill of Doublelift, but still enough for Robert to kind of take off in the game. We'll see what he can do. His back was the double Dorans. Doublelift's already on the way to getting that Blade of the Rune King.
Yeah, Doublelift definitely has more power in lane right now, since he can sustain with that Vamp Scepter. You know, Dexter's hovering around bottom and he has that level 6, so I'm very curious to see if they can actually start something off with Braum. Braum can dash to his own minions, so this Complexity bottom lane have to be wary about standing next to those melees. If you get too close and let Afro close that distance, very easy for him to combo and get one of those stuns off. Dexter, you know, comes over for a gangbang, but then goes back to farm his double golems, seeing as how no action is taking place.
Yeah.
Nocturne, not quite level 6 here, since he hasn't been able to participate in that extra kill experience that Dexter has and the lane that he was able to feed off of.
I feel like it's going to be quite explosive dragon fight we have here, especially with the control that Dexter and Link can put on a big fight. And then you got to watch out for probably Shockwave. All depends on how the lanes are doing at the time of whoever wants Dragon. 8 minutes so far, so it's going to be getting close as the blue buffs are traded off. Complexity is going to be ready here. Robert Exley and Bubba Dub have had successful time pushing Alpha and Doublelift into the turret since they've been back here.
Now, if he could make his way into that bush, then it would be a good gank for Vi, but he doesn't want to wait around that long. And Dexter gives up on that lane. With a couple failed, you know, attempts bottom, or just some time wasted bottom, it's about time to, you know, change direction there for Dexter.
Yep.
This Jax is having pretty much a free farm up top. Westrice getting off to a very good start here. Early Cutlass already completed. So a Jax getting out of control up top while Dexter focuses bottom. You might want to put a stop to that.
We'll see what Kez can do for the team still. Seeing him come in as a sub, we've kind of seen Complexity shaky from week to week with all of their subs. Not the easiest way to start a season, especially with the high caliber of play from all the other teams. They're faring all right, definitely proving themselves here so far against Counter Logic Gaming.
Yeah, and let's give Westrice credit for this up top too.
Yeah.
He had to burn his summoners for all of the early game shenanigans. And, you know, as I said, sharing an assist with 4 other people, a first blood assist, you know, that early in the game is not much money. That's not going to afford him an advantage in lane. So he had to burn his flash and his teleport to get up there early. So it wasn't like he came in with a huge advantage in this. It was a pretty even to start it off. Now he's got very deep vision coverage. So, you know, sometimes Westrice does fall victim to those mid-game ganks where he gets a little aggressive and overextends, but I really like his deep ward over behind that turret. Dexter, though, slips in behind Dragon, trying to take advantage of the recall time of the bottom lane from Complexity, and they do get it.
Yeah. Little lax on the side of Complexity there. With the amount of wards they have, they thought that would have been enough, but wait a minute, back and forth, one more bite! Oh my gosh, they both turn out of the chicken fight. And it's gonna be about 10 HP on both sides now, regenning as they chug the potions. That was very close.
Good
both
fight.
Players knowing
Good
their limits.
Fight. Yeah, very, very good fight there, extremely even. Problem is, for Seraph, Westrice is able to stay in lane. He's got sustain. He's got a Cutlass. You know, he can lifesteal back up, so he's going to get that extra wave. Even though their duel was pretty much even, Westrice stays, gets another wave, and he will be able to teleport back to lane 2.
I was going to say that teleports down if Westrice decides to say maybe this turns into a gank somewhere, but with Dragon down, there's no much pressure to be gained after a big gank. So everybody's back. Everybody's back to farming.
Now, this ward in the river might not have seen Kez come around through this bush. So let's see. Oh, they turn something around, Bob. Yeah, after that last wave, Westrice comes right back. Now he's got the upper hand. No more even duels.
Westrice all upside Seraph's head, but there's Dexter comes in. Salt and Battery, the Vault Breaker, they open it up. Is there gold inside? Oh no! Wow, that was close. That was close.
Great decision there. Dexter does not go for the auto attack finish. His Counter-Strike is up. Cues him to finish it off. Okay. Westrice got a little confident. If he had kept running in a straight line and not got back in for the Counter-Strike stun.
Quickest way away from your opponent. Straight line.
Yeah, might have been able to get out. But he was counting on the ability not being back up for Dexter. Dexter was able to get right through Counter-Strike with the Vault Breaker.
And Doublelift was down a little bit in CS, but then go ahead, add Afros. Well, I guess that's added still, so 97 to 99 as he's catching back up. 17 to 16,000 in gold, just about 500 down actually since they're halfway there. Mobility boots on Bubbadup. He said, you're going to give me this much gold, I'll try to still make plays and hooks. Let's also be safe against Braum play in the bottom lane.
I mean, let's talk about Kez for a bit too, because he hasn't been able to make anything happen. Dexter just got kill up top using his ulti.
Dragon
but
and kill up top.
Kez has really just been hard farming. He's been putting down a couple of wards on the bottom side jungle of CLG, but really he's just been spending time trying to farm up.
And that was almost the same thing that that Crumbs did, but Crumbs was then almost on the back of every counter gank to make it work.
Yeah, as soon as Crumbs hit level 6, getting the ulti, started trying to put some pressure down. Kez not able to make anything happen bottom, so he turns his attention towards the jungle once again. Plenty of wards around Dragon though. Maybe they won't have to give up the second one.
Just wondering what CLG will use to make their next move. A good pink ward coming in from Link towards the top side of the red, and it looks like he's going to meander now to the top side with Seraph. Westrice is like, why is he still chasing? That's why. Lulu coming in. The wild growth is there as Westrice kind of alley-oop to his leap strike, but it's not enough to get him out.
So I talked about that mid-game focus on Westrice being a problem for him.
Yeah.
It is a problem once again, even though he prepared this time and he had deep wards and he's not able to deal with the roam from Link there. They just pile it on. Very, very smart from CLG to continue to attack that Jax mid-game while his flash is down. He's not getting far away from Seraph right now. Actually behind in gold after those consecutive ganks and due to that global gold stacking up to CLG.
Nicely played as well, as we were saying, by Link. It was good timing. Probably missed some CS in the mid lane as he went to get his blue. And it's only been Link's chance to get out of lane and roam, so he made hit count and he needed to. Brings their kill score to 3-2. Good dodge from Doublelift as he throws down the Venom cast, but it's not going to be enough to deter this. Turret's going to go down. Complexity going to answer with a bit of gold because Westrice, top lane, he's trying to get that lane 1, but he's having some trouble.
Question is, what does CLG do if Westrice deep freezes that top lane? Right now, they've got pretty good wards down in the red side jungle of Complexity, so Seraph can actually extend up there and at least get experience and exchange a little bit of farm with Jax, as long as he doesn't get chased down when Jax completes his Blade of the Ruin King. But really, Westrice actually going to try and catch his head.
This is CLG Really trying to get themselves in. Good wardage from both sides. You have Lulu coming in for safety. This could be bad for Complexity here with Link just on the outside. But it looks like Complexity closed in a little bit faster. Now Aphromoo is on the backside. It's going to be a very tight fight. Westrice on the front line with Grandmaster on, but he cannot get any more hits in. So slow from the Aphromoo abilities. Probably still trying to chase as well. The dissonance was used there. The catch-up ability is pretty much gone as both teams disengage. Losing Dexter on that one. He was the one to steal the red.
There's the ult from Kez. Finally, all that jungle farm comes to fruition right there. He's able to get the answer kill and double buffs for Prawley, who's a beast right now. He's been in command of the mid lane here with a pretty big CS lead over Link due to the roaming. And now he's got double buffs to work with. After the purchase, let's see if Complexity can make that translate into a dragon. Because dragon coming up 20 seconds. They would like to actually make use of this. They've just hit a Blade of the Ruined King on Jax too. Perfect timing for that. Big power spike for him. He can go back top and rely on the teleport threat to go for the dragon, or he can come to dragon and then teleport up top to try and save the wave once Seraph pushes it in.
So many options.
If he goes for this option though, they're under a timer. You can't dilly-dally around dragon and just let Seraph bang on that top turret. You have to make a tough choice here and force it. Looks like they are going to waste no time, start it right up. Westrice does not want to tank it for the reduced damage. Teleport comes in.
Outside. Oh, Dexter with the steal. Very nice. Able to get out, actually into the fight even more. Assault and Battery and Vault Breaker goes down. Kez is instantly out. His ult's not even there, so the vision cannot be denied. Westrice and team trying to run a good plays, a great plays dissonance, I should say, to slow down the team. Seraph tries to power through. Another Vault Breaker coming through, trying to knock somebody down. A fist from Dexter is going to help set up a kill actually for Prawley as they went too deep. Looks like they're trading back and forth. Probably low on mana. Bubba trying to do what he can as well to take down Link. Getting a little antsy from CLG here.
Oh yeah,
the mid turret.
Couple of mistakes there to follow up their pretty big win around Dragon. Does cost Seraph his life and Link a large chunk of health. See if Dexter can get out of this one. Bubba on the chase with mobility boots.
Yep, those mobility boots are going to be a good buy. Link, no, the blue buff. You did not want to give that to somebody else. It goes to Westrice. Double kill for Westrice, maybe. They do give it to him. That Empower shot's going to be more than Robert X Lee can put out for the time being. Good kills for Westrice to get right now in the game.
That's a really big turnaround. Now, CLG made a good play there with the teleport down from Seraph. Yeah, let's take a look at the fight.
One more time.
Seraph teleports down. Hook dodged there by double lift. And Kez does not have his ulti, by the way. Kez doesn't do anything in this fight. He gets annihilated there and isn't even able to add that utility of the ulti since they used it defending their red. And CLG do a good job not only stealing that dragon, getting that kill, then they overpress, make several mistakes in succession to give that lead right back to Complexity. So it's a very even game here. And Westrice, since he was the recipient of a lot of that comeback gold, definitely all eyes are going to be turned towards him, looking for him to carry this one. Blue buff is a very big asset for Jax. Definitely a spell-based carry here, not just auto attack. People are always worried about the Jax auto attacks. They don't take into account the amount of damage that comes from having that cooldown reduction and spamming out both the Leap Strike and the Empowered Strike.
Right. Well, it looks like Dexter wants to try and match that. A second item Triforce for his buy. Looks like it's what's going to be the buy there. Been a lot about damage builds today, Kobe.
Yeah. Everybody going full damage once again here. Relying on CC towards that mid game.
Oh, someone hit it. There we go. Caster minions OP. 19 minutes on the clock. 6-6. Just about 2,000 gold is what Complexity is looking to make up.
Take a look at that. Take a look at that red buff twitch. Even though
Robert's like, I sense something's wrong.
Yeah, even though there's a pink ward there, he's got a red buff.
Yep.
4 pink wards down on the bottom side for Complexity, by the way, and Double F still pulls off an assassination. All credit where it's due there. Westrice, though, this has been the story for the last 3 games. A strong Jax pretty early on, able to exert his will, takes down the turret. He's at the point where it's very dangerous for Seraph, because even though Seraph is building all this armor, you know, he doesn't have the attack speed reduction of going with the Randuins, and he doesn't have, there's a lot of magic damage as well from Jax, and so much mixed damage
that
Westrice can really rip right through him. especially now that he has the phage to be able to stick on to Seraph and chase him down if he gets out in the line.
Kez looking to clean it up. Like we said, Kez, one of the voices with Prolly as he came back to the team from being out on his little few game hiatus as ManCloud stepped in. Last time these teams faced it was ManCloud in the middle. So CLG now facing off against the shot caller of Prolly with Broken Shard out this time. It's worked for him a few games, but Complexity still looking to round out a composition. This one was hard with the standard lane matchup going against what is the best bot lane in NA right now, Doublelift and Alphamu, them coming out on top, 198 to 175 at 201. And Doublelift, we can see, starting to put on the pressure with a few Twitch kills in the 1v1 recently. So they're starting to feel more comfortable, but we also saw that cause a bit of problem at the last Dragon fight. So it's got to be calculated.
Yeah, Doublelift with a double blade build now, both completed. He's at full assassination potential. I mean, not only does it give you the extra burst to be able to use while your ultimate is on, but it also gives you that flat armor penetration, and all the targets that you're really looking to assassinate are these low armor targets. The Orianna, the Lucian, the Thresh even right now, with all these Threshes rushing towards the mobility, the Talisman of Ascension. Very squishy as well.
Well, let's kind of pay attention to that word that everybody's saying now. CLG has the map opened. Where are they going to move? Where is the now positioning of them and their rotation? How's it going to work? We'll see what they do. Right now, clearing out some pink wards, and they're really setting up something that cannot be defended by Complexity as they group 5 now to the bot.
So Afterward does get hooked in, but they just go straight for the dive.
Yeah, there's the visual denial, or the vision denial, if you will. Kez has to be backed off on this one. Very low, gets the summoner heal. The shield's still ticking. Oh, the Venom takes him down in the end after all of those summoner spells. Seraph, yeah, a little too deep on that one. Can't get out with the rest of the team. They feel like it's safe to go in now. One after the other. It looks a little grim, but they've already taken down 4. Westrice doing what he can to clean up the rest, but only with a turret at his side now. He stares down Lincoln and Doublelift.
And they're cutting off his supply lines too. He can't get out, so he's got to maneuver around this. Oh, he loses the stun.
Throws on the Whimsy to Link to dodge in and out. Breaks the ankles on the counter-strike. 22.5 minutes in. The turret is theirs after the loss of 3. What a bloody battle just for the bottom.
Dragon should also probably be theirs.
Yeah.
These two can easily take that dragon while we go over this replay of the hectic fight.
Aframu says, yeah, grab me.
Yeah, so Aframu gets grabbed in, they immediately go for the dive.
That's
teleport does come in, but here's where it gets crazy. Westrice charges the team, and Seraph comes in from the back. The rest of the team immediately tries to follow up that dive. Okay, so that was the dragon action. And we're talking about them. They both did go for the dragon, but Kez trying to stop it.
Are you really that safe, Doublelift? Link on the outside, they say go for it. Let's try to make this happen. Think they may have bit off a little more than they can chew. Maybe just Doublelift. Robert X Lee from the outside. Aframu does not have the shield. A great help picks coming in to take down Bubba on that one. And it looks like they may start to clean up even more when it looks like CLG is down and out from a fight. They are just ready to come back for more. After that 4 kill, they were back to buy, and they want even more after doing their shopping. Kez gets a punch to the back. That's going to be a kill. Robert actually the twin bite from Seraph to come out, and the flame breath. And CLG has just taken control of the game.
Yeah, it goes from bad to worse for Complexity there. CLG get back
4 kill fights in a row.
Doublelift just finishes off that pink ward in time too, but a great hook from Bubba there makes that. He's going to go down no matter what. Now, instead of backing off here, they go for another hook. He goes back in. Bubba dies as well. And Seraph, joining the battle this time, is able to get there since he still has his teleport up, whereas Westrice had to use his in the last battle. So CLG, with the teleport advantage, Complexity picking another fight while they have less mobility in their team. Their tank's not able to join the fight. Seraph cleans up another kill. Great answer there from Seraph.
Slow and methodical now. Chronologic Gaming knows they're in the lead. Going to try to push Complexity into something they want nothing of. Let's see if they can do that with the wards here, since it might be just barren.
Now, that last, it seemed really chaotic down there with the last couple fights at bottom turret and then dragon. But that's because that's actually CLG's plan. Coming into this, they don't have siege, and they don't want to try and siege and wait around at a turret because Westrice is just going to out-split push them. So they're immediately looking to force something anyway. if Afro gets hooked in, that's not bad for them at all. He's the giant tank. He's going to want to soak up a lot. He's trying to put up the shield and take damage anyway. So that was pretty much all according to CLG plan. Definitely, regardless of getting hooked under the turret. Seraph was already there in position anyway, and they really capitalized well on that dive. Even though it's not exactly the way you want to start off the dive, it made it work very well, and Complexity trying to rush after it really turned against them. So CLG's comp here working the map very well. Don't want to siege up around turrets, take up another neutral objective, while Complexity do not want to fight them straight up.
Talking a little bit about Aframu. The Braum play fitting him quite well.
Whoa!
Front line, whoa! Probably to the back line, and he gets dunked down under his own turret. Aframu jumps into the fight. He is just loving the tankiness of his champion on Braum. Kez is now going to have Seraph under the armpits. They're going to go ahead and take him home. And it looks like they go ahead into the base, not even worrying about turrets. They blurred them out. They're going to go ahead and take these down. 26 minutes on the clock, 20-11. CLG has full control of this game right now.
And that's what the dive from this team comp looks like when you don't start it off with a hook and with people a couple seconds behind. Really, really strong open from double lift right there. Under the turret, pops everything. Ghostblade and ulti annihilates both carries from Complexity. It was really just the perfect opportunity for double lift. He saw both carries lined up and he just took the shot. Great job by CLG, everyone in position to capitalize on it immediately too. Dexter, Afro jumping right in, and then Seraph joining after as well.
The whole team really pushing forward their lead right now, and you can see that Dexter believed they had that quite early. Now he's starting to build some defense, but the damage he has been able to build. We saw 0 out Probably with just a few prior attacks from the rest of the team. A help picks at a Glitter Lance, and that's all they needed to pretty much shut down the max crowd control in the fight. Babadell wasn't there to throw down a wall at the time, and if they can have Complexity scattered like that in each one of these fights, CLG is going to just methodically walk into the base as usual and take it all. They're a team that's known to go from your inhibitor to inhibitor and take all 11 turrets in the game.
Yeah, coming into this, the main thing on my mind was how are CLG going to pull off these dives against Nocturne, who's going to deny his team. But if CLG are this compact and this coordinated on their dives, then it doesn't matter if they don't actually have the vision for the rest of their teammates, because all 3 of these guys go in at the same time. All right, split push here. Let's see if they can.
Oh, triple kill coming in for double lift in the bottom side. You saw them planning it. They kept throwing the Whimsy onto double lift. 5 seconds of speed up, and especially coming out of that invisibility, he is going to be a monster. Look at that shield, about 600 HP just from the shield of help picks. He is safe. They're in the base, and they're looking at Nexus turrets, Kobe.
Yeah, that's Siobhan. Oh, wow, Dexter even solos Westrice.
Well, Westrice came out of the brush to fight him. Now this game of cat and mouse is turned around the other way, just on the edge. Gets him on the tail side. In the 1v1, Dexter finds the kill, and his team is in the base finding the Nexus. Counterlogic Gaming is going to take down Complexity 28-25.
Very satisfied.